how's it going? So today I have a haul from basically used bookstores that are close to me. I went to this bookstore called Savers Thrift Store, and I went to a bookstore called Half Price Books. And then I have like a few things from Amazon. And like most of my hauls, this will be a mixed haul. It is primarily homeschool books and middle grade. I have a few adult books, but mainly, yeah. Okay, so this was really cool. I was shopping at Savers, and of course I don't know if they have hand carts, but I don't like having a big cart, so I'm just kind of carrying around books. And I saw this basket, so I actually bought this basket at Savers for like $3, and I actually thought it was like the perfect size to put books in. So I think I'm gonna make her like a summer basket and put like her summer books in it. So some of these books that I got are for her summer reading, and some are gonna be for 5th grade. And then some are just to whenever read. So let me move this over. But I thought this was really cute. It's like the perfect size for like novels. Okay, so the first book I have is called Ugly. It's a memoir by Robert Hodge, and it's like basically when Robert was born, he had a tumor on his face, and he did have it removed, and then he did have it says other kids and adults could be cruel about his appearance. So yeah, this is a book I actually got for me, since it's realistic fiction. I don't know if my daughter would be interested, but I'm gonna give it a try. I got that for me. It's middle grade. And then this is just a vintage book I found. It caught my attention because it looked really old, and it's by Marie Sendak, but I never heard of it, so I'm not sure if we're gonna like the story, but I just thought I would try it. It's like Higglety Pop, or 3 Must Be More to Life. And it was only like $1.29, and then at Savers, I think it's like buy 3 get 1, or buy 4. I think buy 4 books you get 1 free. So it's always kind of a fun incentive for me. Yeah. So I got that, and then this one, I think I got one to go with it. Let's see, where is it? Maybe I didn't. I thought I got 2 Percy Jackson, but maybe I'll find it. Oh, wait, let's see. Okay, is this the same series? I think it is. Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Okay, so yeah, it's different covers, but that's okay. Sometimes I like to match, but when I'm getting books for a really good deal, I'm just like, whatever. Okay, so this is Percy Jackson and the Olympians. This is book 1. The Lightning Thief, and this is book 2, Percy Jackson Olympian, Sea of Monsters. So these I actually am going to put aside for 5th grade, because I actually already made her a 5th grade reading list, and these were this series I actually put on that list. So I'm going to put these aside instead of doing summer reading for these, because I already put them on my list. But yeah, I think she'll really like these, very much adventure and mythology, things like that, dealing with those topics and themes. And yeah, so that's Percy Jackson series. And then this one is the Sisters Grimm. This is hopefully the first one, yeah, book 1. And this is by Michael Buckley. So this one also was on her 5th grade reading list. This was a book she requested, and she actually read this book when she was like either in 1st or 2nd grade from the library. And she wanted to continue the series, but I don't think the library had them or something. So she forgot about them, and then she was like, I want to read it again. So yeah, so I was happy to find this at Savers. And it's just like, I guess retelling of the Grimm fairy tales, the Brothers Grimms. Yeah. The girls must take on the family responsibility of being fairy tale detectives. So that's interesting. It's like fairy, and it has like some illustrations. So yeah. So that one, again, I'm going to put aside for 5th grade. This one is A School for Good and Evil, and book 1. I'm not sure if I'm going to have her do this as a summer read or not, because I need to go back and check my list. I'm not sure if this one was on it or not. I don't think it was. I just saw this. Every time I go to bookstores, I see this series, and I see they're on a lot of book lists, but we've never tried them. So I thought we'd go ahead and try it. This one's kind of in rougher shape than the other ones, but that's okay. So it's like the school for good for evil, where ordinary boys and girls are trained to be fairy tale heroes and villains. So also has like a fairy tale theme. So yeah, I think I'm going to put this in her summer reads. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think it was on my 5th grade list. So that one's going to be a summer read. Yeah, so I have like a stack. One is for me, one is for 5th grade, and one are for summer reads. Okay, so now I have Where the Mountain Meets the Moon by Grace Lynn. This is the Newbery Award winner. This was another book I've been wanting to get for a long time. I haven't had it. It wasn't on, it's kind of dirty. It wasn't on her 5th grade list, but I really think she'll like it. I think I've mentioned this in my last video, but we really like the podcast Circle Round. It's like stories from around the world, and I really like the way that they tell them. They always have really good narrators. Usually they have different guests, and sometimes they have like celebrities or different random people. But this one reminds me of that. It's just like folklore, fantastic tales about the Jade Dragon and the Old Man of the Moon. Minli's mother, tired of their poor life, chides him for filling her head with nonsense, but Minli believes that these enchanting stories and embarks on an extraordinary journey to the Old Man of the Moon and asks him how her family can change their fortune. So yeah, and also I like the illustrations. It has some color illustrations. So I got that one. And this one is another one that it will probably just be like a summer read because it wasn't on her 5th grade list. And I probably will try that one too. So that one's going to be on her list and on my list. So these are classics. These are Roald Dahl's Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator, Boy, Tales of Childhood, and Danny the Champion of the World. So we have a bunch of his like more well-known classics, but I saw these at Savers and I decided to get them, and they're also all different covers, like they came from different sets, but that's okay because actually I think we have some from each set. I think we have some from this publisher, which is Puffin. This is Scholastic, and this is, I believe, Puffin again, but different dated books, so that's okay. So yeah, so she hasn't read these, so I went ahead and got her these. Now these will definitely be summer reads because they weren't on her 5th grade list, so yeah. Okay, so that was everything from Savers. Now I'm going to show the books from Half Price Books. So I went to Half Price Books yesterday, and I actually sold back some books that weren't working for us, and I was surprised. You never know. It depends on like like how much they want a book, or like if they have any of those books in their inventory, or just like the price of the book. But I brought 2 bags of books, and I got $2. So, but it's okay because I really like Half Price Books, and yeah, actually donated some books also to Savers. Okay, so this is the 39 Clues. I was really happy to find this for $2.49. Also, I'm going to link all of these books for y'all on Amazon. So this is yeah, like the 30. Oh wow, I didn't realize Rick Riordan did this too. I know he did the Percy Jackson series, but okay, he did this one too. So both of these were on her 5th grade list. She helped me pick this one also. So this is the 39 Clues. Now these I think they have like a lot in the series. So we've always seen these at bookstores and never tried for them. And so yeah, so we're going to be excited to try this. So this will definitely go in her 5th grade list. And it's like, what would happen if you discovered that your family was one of the most powerful in human history? What if you were told that the source of the family's power was hidden around the world in the form of 39 clues? So it sounds kind of mystery-ish, of course, with the clues. So yeah, we'll see. This will be on her 5th grade pile. And then this one is the Chronicles of Narnia, and it's all of the books. And by C.S. Lewis. I really didn't know these existed. I don't have a preference, I guess. I actually do have a preference. I actually prefer individual books because I use like a book holder, and so does she, but she doesn't always use a book holder. So I think it'll work fine for her. And because I have like neck problems, and if I don't use a book holder, like my neck will just be stiff. But this definitely won't fit on her book holder, but she reads a lot on our couch. She reads a lot. She has like another chair in our office. So these are the books in the series, and so she can start at the beginning. And her and I have talked about these books a lot, so these are definitely going to be on her. This is definitely on her 5th grade reading list. So I was actually planning on going ahead and buying her a box set, which all the ones I found were like $30-something, and I usually try to wait to get book deals. Sometimes like Amazon and Target, they have like buy 2 get 1 free. I usually do it from Target. I don't know what it is about Amazon, but it doesn't usually work well on my cart. Like, I think it shows them after, and I don't like that. I kind of like to edit. So I usually do it on Target. But even though regardless, this was $12.49, and plus I have a homeschool discount. So if you have a Half Price Books near you, they give you, I think it's like a 10% off card that you get for a whole year if you're like a home educator or a teacher. Same thing, kind of. And yeah, so that's kind of cool. So yeah, this is going in her 5th grade class. I actually got a lot of 5th grade books. So you're probably going to see these books if you watch my videos, hopefully in another video when I show you guys what she's going to be reading for 5th grade. But yeah, so these are I'm starting to collect books as the year comes to an end. Another 5th grade book is Neil Gaiman, The Graveyard Book. This is another Newbery winner, and this book we've been having on her books that she wants to read for a while, and I was happy to find it. And yeah, so I asked her, I was like, do you think it might be too scary? I mean, it's called The Graveyard Book, but I don't know. She's like, no, I'm not, it doesn't sound scary at all. So this is Nobody Owens, known to his friends as Bod, is a normal boy. He would be completely normal if he didn't live in a sprawling graveyard, being raised and educated by ghosts. So it sounds like, kind of spooky of living in a graveyard, but she said that doesn't scare her or anything like that. I think it would scare me. Honestly, I wanted to read it. It just sounds like something I probably would have read in like my 20s, but I don't know. Maybe it's not scary at all. I'm going to have to get her feedback on that. Okay, but it sounds interesting. So now the couple homeschool-ish nonfiction books I found in Half Price Books. So this one I actually showed in one of my videos, I think one of my library hauls, and this is Everything You Need to Ace American History in One Big Fat Notebook. Yeah, so I mainly got this to use as kind of like a loose guide for our American history for 5th grade. I like the style of it, kind of like the highlighter style, like stuff you would see like in a notebook. And yeah, I don't know if we're going to start right at the beginning because we've kind of covered a lot of prehistory, a lot of like we haven't really got into modern history yet. And like when I say modern, I mean we haven't talked about, we haven't talked about like 1920s onward. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm going to talk about this in a future video, what I plan on doing for history exactly. But I was excited to find it because I want to start planning. I think it's going to be kind of our spine for history. And then I'm also going to, of course, include a lot of, literature-based books, like, readers and things like that, like stories or picture book biographies and different things. But I really like these books. I like all the maps. I like how the chapters are fairly short. It has just enough information so I don't skip anything because, yeah. So, yeah, I was excited to find that. And then another homeschool-ish book is 20 Questions about Life in the Universe, Big Ideas for Young Thinkers. This, I kind of thought it was kind of like philosophy-ish, and I'm going to include this in her 5th grade nonfiction pile. I'm going to talk about that in a future video, what I plan on doing, because I plan on making a lot of changes with how we're doing nonfiction. But yeah, so I did went ahead and got this for 5th grade. So instead of letting her read it now, I'm going to put these aside because she has plenty of books, and we're going to be going to the library a lot more in the summer. So yeah, she'll also have like a lot of library books. So she definitely, yeah. So this is the beginning. It's like identity, life, truth, culture, creativity. And I just like how it has you think about different things, and it has like links to like other philosophers. I don't know if it technically calls itself philosophy, but it kind of is-ish. Why do we exist? Things like that you would see in a philosophy book. What is human nature? Talks about like Plato and different people. So yeah, I like this. I like books. I was actually planning on getting a different philosophy book. And now I think I'm just going to go with this one and then maybe put that other book aside for maybe like a higher grade. So yeah, I was definitely already planning on doing philosophy. Okay, so the next 3 are from Amazon. So I went ahead and got myself a book log. So I didn't even open it yet. I thought it'd be cool to open it on camera. This is just a reading journal. I will link it because it says Read Golden Book. So let me open it. Oh, I really wanted a reading journal. I looked at a bunch of them, and I really like this one because it has a pen holder, little flap thing. And yeah, so I really like how in the beginning it has like just a book index, which a lot of them do. And I like that. So I'm going to use these yearly. So every year, I'm going to go ahead and start it now, even though we're like in March, still at the beginning of the year. I'm just go ahead and fill this in of all the books I've read so far. And I definitely probably won't fill this up. Now, my daughter might. She might need 2 of these for the year because she reads way more than me. But this will definitely work for me. Has like a reading tracker, which I don't know if I'm going to use this part. And then it goes ahead and starts right away onto the 2-page spreads, which I like stuff that's just simple. Also like how it has this little flap in here for bookmarks. I'm definitely going to be using this because I use bookmarks and I use like paper bookmarks and I use magnetic bookmarks. So I'm going to put my paper ones in here. And yeah, so this is the layout. It's just, I like it as symbols, just everything's the same. A lot of them had like a lot of extra stuff. I just wanted something really simple. So it's just like title, the author, overall impressions, main take notes. You could do the rating, enjoyment, start, finish. That's going to be really important to me. Thoughts, memorable quotes, actions. I probably won't even use all of the boxes, but my main thing is to use it as like a log. So I'm gonna see how I'm gonna use it. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and start it now and fill it in. I wanted to see if it said how many. Did it say how many there were? Oh, 80. So it's enough for 80 books. I definitely do not read 80 books a year. I think last year I read like 30 something. Now I tried hundreds probably, but I call them DNFing it. I did not finish over 100, but I actually completed I think like 30 something. So yeah, so that's my reading journal. And then these other 2 books are actually very much for adults, very much nonfiction. And these are anxiety related. Well, this one is called On Mental Illness by the School of Life. What can calm, reassure, and console? So I kind of collect the School of Life. I have several books by them. I love the School of Life because it's kind of like self-help books, but non-traditional self-help books because they have a lot of illustrations. They're very artsy. They're very much they a lot of times deal with philosophy. They don't give you a lot of the specific advice that a lot of self-help books have. So they're just kind of like a really fun reads for me. Yeah, I get to do my nonfiction reading because I do have high anxiety. So I'm always looking for different books to read. And so, yeah, this is like the table of contents. And I like how they also embrace like Stoic philosophy about like just embracing things going wrong in life, embracing, if you want to call it, suffering, just the kind of things that Stoic philosophy talks about usually in their books. And yeah, and they don't try to like cure you. I like that. So I haven't read it yet, but I'm excited and it's beautiful. It's like, paint, like a painting on the front. So yeah, that's the School of Life. And then this one is just a very kind of like older nonfiction book. So yeah, one of my therapists recommended this book to me. It's called Worry by Edward Hallowell. I didn't read any reviews of this book. I am the type of person that if someone I trust and, recommends a book to me, I'll just buy it. And this I bought used. It was like what you call, quote unquote, like a penny book from Amazon. I think the shipping was like more so the price. I think it was like $4 or something altogether. I think it was like $3.99 free shipping or something like that. But I got it on Amazon used, and it is an older book. but it's just what, like, I haven't even opened it yet. I just got it because, I am a worrier, and that's why she recommended it to me. And so, yeah, I'm just going to check it out. And so, like I said, I can't, let me see. This one is like an actual traditional like self-help book. The World of Worry, Toxic Types of Worry, Remedies That Work. So I've read a million anxiety, depression, mental illness. I've read so many anxiety books, depression books, like trauma books. And I don't know if I'll like this one, but I'm definitely going to try it. And like I said, someone I really like and trust recommended it to me. So yeah, so that's everything I have so far for this haul. If you're not subscribed and you found this video helpful or interesting or both, I'd really love it if you would. And thanks to everyone else who subscribes, watches, and likes. I really, really appreciate it. And keep watching for upcoming videos because I will be filming a lot more soon, especially as I get closer to the 5th grade year and I'm starting to accumulate books. So thanks so much again. Bye.